Okay, we are at 401 Pelly Avenue in Renton. Today is the 31st of March 2025. So we're all the way out to the PVC. Looks like.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at?
Yeah, it looks like 6-inch main.
You in the alley?
Yep, so we are going to start pulling back nice and gradually. And just to kind of show where we're at. So.
Okay, cool.
Separation there, but again, that wasn't the issue.
Now that's the new stuff in the house.
That's the new stuff over there.
Yeah, from the back of the house.
Yeah, so anyway, this is the head of the jetter. So this is what we ran through to clear the line of all the soft blockage. So that's where it transitions from 6 to 4-inch.
Oh, okay.
And so now we're coming back through. This is PVC.
So the 6-inch is the sewer line?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now this is all the new stuff behind the house.
This is the newer stuff, but then
it's
not much though. No, that looks just like PVC to me.
Okay.
And so this is the connection to, you can see how eroded that is.
Yeah.
That's the joint. So anyway, this concrete is shot. I mean, so not only is the exposed aggregate on the bottom,
right,
it's on the top.
Oh, okay.
And so usually you're going to see a good trench rot on the bottom, but it just shows you how old and decaying this pipe is.
Yeah.
So it's holding some water there, but that's
not much.
It's really negligible.
Yeah.
So the crazy part is that the pipe's still intact, which is cool. That's a good thing.
But you said we couldn't encase it.
I can encase it, but we have to dig up that second clean out unless you want to delete that clean out.
Well, what would be easier?
We'll talk more about it. I have to locate a couple things anyway.
Can you put all that in writing?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to provide the video to you guys as well.
Right on.
So I'm going to make a YouTube link for you guys
cool.
to have.
I like your company.
But stop. So there are a few rocks in the line. That could have...
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that could have been from a hole somewhere that we're not seeing, maybe where some of the water is. It could have been when there were a couple of things excavated prior, It's hard to say, but there are a couple of rocks throughout the line. If we opened up the line, I'm sure we could probably get those out.
But that's all the concrete.
So this is all concrete.
So it's pretty well gone.
It's gone. So right here, it's flat there, but you also might have a slight hole there. It's hard to say.
Yeah, no, that's water?
Yeah.
So whereabouts are we?
This is right past that double clean out over there.
Oh, okay, so we're right up maybe by the corner of the house?
Yep, and then, so right here, slow. You can see the offset to the bottom right. And so it almost tells me that this clean out could potentially rise a little bit if it was installed embedded right. So I would recommend sleeving the rest of that concrete, excavating this clean out up so that you can get that pitch better, because it's holding a lot of water right here.
Yeah, I see that.
So it's kind of back pitched there. And then there's one clean out. It looks like a dual sweep because there's 1 and 2
Where's it?
Right there. See, that's another port there.
Where's that at?
Unless that's the tie-in. That might be the tie-in from the house. So that's going to be, I'll locate it, but I believe that's over there.
Oh, okay.
So one of them might be a tie-in, one of them might be a clean-out. It's hard to say until I kind of see what's going on over there. But, so that might be able to get fixed as far as that slight amount of water being held there. Obviously, that's newer, but then you have like this right here. So I think the rocks are getting in from this gaping hole here.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not a good.
So that's pretty new. So where do you think that PVC?
I can locate it.
Where does it? Oh, you can. Okay.
I can triangulate it, but I'm assuming it's only a couple feet from the clean out, so it's gonna be right there.
Oh, okay. So it's right in. Okay.
And then so this is where the main clog really was.
Where was that? Right by the house?
Right around here. So this is right before, kind of where we thought there. Kind of where there was like sort of a turn.
Oh, okay.
And some of this exposed aggregates is really rough.
Yeah.
So it's really holding on.
That's what the last guy said. That shit collects there.
Dude, it's holding on by a thread. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm a plumber.
No, I know.
And I want work.
I don't know how many years
it's just, yeah, see, you can see here where
it's gone.
It's just hanging.
Its useful life is over.
Should be smooth,
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm surprised it's intact. That's pretty cool that it's still holding on by a thread.
It is amazing. Especially with all the earthquakes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they should go back to concrete pipe. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm just kidding. I don't think you can buy it.
No.
Well, I can see why it gets clogged up. I mean,
100%.
all that rough stuff and the toilet paper, it's
100%.
collecting and congealing.
Go forward just a hair. Go forward, stop. Pull back a hair, right there. Yeah, I mean you can see
That's
that
really
there's
rough.
a hole there.
Yeah.
So that is a hole.
It's barely hanging on.
But yeah, it's not like holding a bunch of water, which is good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That means
Yeah, I'm
that,
pretty
that
surprised,
means that the
actually.
grade is still decent. It hasn't like completely shifted yet.
Well, considering it's done its job admirably.
No, totally.
I mean, it's now where are we at?
This is in the clean out now.
Oh, we're right there.
Yeah. And, just being honest with you, I'll put in the numbers or whatever. I would suggest making this PVC and not ABS.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is not a good repair.
I know.
No offense if you did it, but
I didn't do it.
I just wouldn't recommend keeping those bands in the ground. I wouldn't recommend keeping ABS like that in the ground. You're just
change it
asking
with
for
ABS.
problems. So
Yeah.
I would do it proper.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. I mean, digging all this shit out, that's a lot of work.
No, for sure.
You got to do it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be ABS and not.
It should be SDR 35, which is that white and green plastic pipe. That's PVC. Sewer pipe. I would use gasketed fittings so that they have a good connection, good swivel, etc. And then I would use shielded Fernco bands that are meant from concrete to plastic. So they're the way to go. Plus they have the middle shield so that they're a lot more rigid. And then obviously bed the pipe really well.
Yeah.
It looks too like
Put
this
some gravel down there.
looks too like this pipe's kind of connecting at an angle, so
Yeah.
that may or may not slightly choke. It's going to give an offset.
Well, they were screwing around and they broke a chunk off, and then they had to go dig around it deeper to
True.
try to get the connection. And,
'Cause-
I mean, it's a half-ass job.
Because ideally, you'd actually want to take this paver base out and just go back another foot and a
Yeah,
half.
and do it right.
Well, you'd at least be able to tie onto the concrete.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to the
Those cast iron.
to the cast iron.
Yeah.
Or take it inside and rebuild that, whatever. But either way.
Well,
Okay.
can you write that? You said you're gonna do.
I'm going to, yeah, so I just got this feedback that I just